In San Diego Bay, as the sun drops low and dolphins leap against the fading light, a quiet revolution in our understanding of aging was already underway. These were not ordinary dolphins. They belonged to the US Navy's Marine Mammal Program, trained to detect underwater objects and assist in missions, but also living long lives under meticulous care. With decades of medical records and preserved blood samples, they had become, unknowingly, a living archive of aging. When scientists began combing through those records, they noticed something unsettling. As dolphins grew older, their cholesterol and triglycerides rose. Signs of metabolic syndrome appeared, insulin resistance, inflammation, even fatty liver disease. Some brains revealed tissue changes eerily similar to the early stages of Alzheimer's in humans. The parallels were too striking to ignore. How could creatures that swam daily, ate only fish and never touched junk food, develop the same diseases as sedentary humans? The answer emerged not from the laboratory bench, but from the dolphin's diet. Comparing Navy dolphins with their wild cousins in Sarasota Bay, Florida, researchers expected omega-3 fatty acids to explain the difference, but omega-3 levels were similar. What stood out was something unexpected: higher levels of odd-chain saturated fatty acids, especially one called C15, in the healthier wild dolphins. When Navy dolphins were fed fish richer in these fats, their blood markers improved within weeks. Insulin dropped, triglycerides normalized, and their metabolic health rebounded. This finding was nothing short of disruptive. For 50 years, dietary guidelines had condemned saturated fats as villains, warning against whole milk and butter. Yet here was a saturated fat that seemed not harmful but essential. C15 strengthened cell membranes, reduced oxidative stress, calmed inflammation, and restored resilience. Its absence, researchers realized, might be accelerating the rise of diabetes, heart disease, fatty liver, and cancer, much like how scurvy once revealed humanity's dependence on vitamin C. The dolphins, by simply living their lives, had offered up a secret. Longevity, it seemed, was not hidden in futuristic drugs or exotic therapies, but in a fat molecule quietly erased from our diets by decades of well-intentioned advice. From the water's edge in San Diego to the human dinner table, the discovery of C15 was less about dolphins than about ourselves, a reminder that sometimes the keys to health have been with us all along, waiting to be recognized.